Surprise, surprise, mother truckers. The king is back. Hello, everyone. Oh, put that back up there so it's not too dead. Welcome back. It's been a while since I've been recording and posting videos because I've been on holiday. As we can see from these lovely shots from road, we went to Pefkos for 2 weeks. Well, obviously, during that time, I've been keeping an eye on the lawn through the security cameras and watching it grow, and it's not been looking too bad until I get back. So we'll have a look here. And the colour itself isn't too bad. You know, the height, so we cut it at 15 millimeters with the web before we went, and that was on the Sunday. Was it on the Sunday before we went? I give it a cut. It was also fed with various different things, and it was looking all right. But we've had a bit of different weather over the last few weeks, haven't we, in the UK? I believe, because I've been stuck at 45-degree heat over in Rhodes. As you can tell by my tan, it's the same colour as my phone, red. But yeah, no, so we've had various different, obviously we've got a bit of detritus, bit of dead matter from the trees on the lawn, we've got bits of twigs, we've got dead leaves, bits of bark, all on this side. But overall, considering it's not been touched, cut, fed, not watered apart from the rain, it's looking reasonably well. It does need a feed, you can tell, especially from the stripes down there. Let's get out the sunshine so we can see properly on the wander around. This side here, a little bit of a patch here. It's making it look a bit, where's my finger? There it is. Sorry for itself, maybe. Zoomed in as well there, aren't I? So that's looking a bit brown. A few more weeds in here. So maybe we get the weed all on this side if we can get hold of some weed all. But I think it just needs a feed and a cut. We have measured it. I'll tell you what, we'll measure it now, see what it is. So, as we said, we cut this, both sides at 15 mil before we left. And let's have a look and see what it is. Right, 15 mil high to cut when we left. And the round, the highest one's about 40. But the lowest ones, the majority of it is around about 30 mil. So we've doubled in height in 2 weeks, which is really good. And I'll tell you how we've done that in another video. But on this one, that's my chin. Zoom out. But yeah, we'll get it cut. So we'll get cut now with a hater. So we're going to go on with a hater at, what are we going to go on at? Number 3. Which is about 31 millimeters according to my little screen grab here. We'll do that cut first, and then we'll go on with a real mower, as is custom, and go from there. And then we'll put some products on to see how it looks after 2 weeks without touching it and see how we cope. So, see you then. So hopefully that's showing up better than what it is on this camera screen, but we're in full bright light. It's a lovely, it's not popping yet, you know, but it's tidied up a little bit. Like I say, a little bit of work, a little bit of feed, Get the mower on it, the cylinder on it at 20mm now. Might not take anything off, we'll see. But it just looks tidier. As I mentioned, we'll get you on the down. I need to improve the speed on these. Lots of these little weeds, broadleaf weeds coming up on this side. So we could treat these definitely with the green force due to the age of the turf, even though we do have some younger seedlings in. And look at these horrible buggers. Poa. Now we know that's poa because of its lateral growth. Yeah, it's not grass seeding. And this one here as well. But I can just about live with it at the minute. If it gets out of control, go on. And he's a big bugger. You tell me what that is. Speedwell, is it? I don't know. Yeah, we'll get some stuff down here and pull this out. Any people that know better than me on plant names and weed names and all that. But yeah, get rid of that. Looks a little bit nicer. So I think what we'll do is let's chuck this in the bush. Oh, the edges need sorting out. So we'll look at doing the edges at some point. I do have a new tool for that, but more on that in a later video. But anyway, get me in shot because I'm the superstar of this channel. Can't even see me all over the bloody place, right? So it looks better, and I think what we'll do is we'll keep doing this one at the minute. I'll put it on time lapse instead, and we'll do some mowing with a cylinder. It's set at 20mm. Just set it before, and we'll give it a cut with that. Might be a rubbish shot this, but we'll give it a go anyway. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Side lawn looking a lot better than what it was about half an hour ago. Well, I think I'll go over that stripe there in the middle. That one there. But yeah, start to where we're at. Let's have a look at the clippings. So, second pass over with the Webby Webb. Jason Bourne here, David Webb. And clippings are looking nice and lush. What's that? Half catcher, if you will. Now, what I have noticed that Ben Sims has got on his Rover and in the Australian, they do catcher covers. So it'll go spitting out everywhere because a little bit of that does. Do one for a web. If we do one for a web, that'd be wonderful. This side, yeah, they're half full. I think. See that? So 2 weeks growth that on these lawns with some extra flopsum and bits and pieces and twigs and crap. And yeah, surprising that when everyone's lawns are going absolutely doolally and growing really excessively. But like I say, prepared for going away for 2 weeks. Didn't scalp it, took it down to 15mm, and it was happy at 15mm. It's grown about 15mm, so about 30mm roughly when we measured it. Listen here while I chat to you. I'm not showing you the back because the back's an absolute abomination. Because as I mentioned, that does not get the time and dedication that we should give it. But yeah, walk down this side here. See, but it's looking a lot better, a lot better. So we'll tackle the other side now, and I think we can just go straight on with the web. I'll have a look at the forecast. Sorry, Sam Crossman has just sent me a message. Hello, Sam. I'll get back to you shortly. But yeah, we'll empty this, and I think we'll just go straight on with the web and give it a cut. Ladies and gentlemen, on this side, but I don't know if you can see, because I can definitely see. It's a little bit stressed on this lawn at the minute. So when you're walking on it, you can identify it when the grass doesn't spring back as quickly as it would. It's very brown in places, and it's just not looking really happy. I mean, it has been 2 weeks. We've had some different weather apparently in the UK. We're going to go into a heat wave, so I'm not going to put any product on it just yet, other than maybe some seaweed, maybe next day or two. I'm just going to give it a good bloody soak. Other than that, that side, with it being more mature, I think we should be all right with on that one. But I'll give that one a soak as well. And that's got sand capping, if you will. So, if you all recall one of my earlier videos, this side we killed off the turf, rotivated it, and put a layer of root zone over the top. Whereas this side is almost like a 6-inch deep root zone mass. So the water is not going to be held in as well as on that side. So that's one thing to consider when using a sand-based lawn. But we'll get the water on now. Set the pump up because it just needs a good bloody soaking. Even though we've had a little bit of rain, it's just, you can see it's struggling in places. So I think I might leave it on for an hour. Ideally, I was saying to my neighbour Chris, I think you'll see on the drone footage earlier on when I was cutting this side, I had two chats with him when he come back. But watering it, I like to make sure my watering is done for like one deep water a week when it needs it. I'll just let the grass tell me when it needs it, so I'm not particularly doing it every single day of the week for 15 minutes or whatever people do. I like to just give it a good blast as and when it needs it, like it will do now, a good deep soaking. But if you do want to do weekly watering, at least 1 inch. So tuna cans around the area, and you sprinkler on. The tuna can will give you, once full of water, about 1 inch of water. But yeah, nice to be back. Nice to be back mowing the lawn. Few bits and pieces we want to try out. People are sending me some stuff to try, which is fun. We'll give that a go on the back. I might cut the back lawn off camera now. It needs doing it so boys can play. But yeah, first things first, get the water on this. Bring down my old robot eye in the sky, and we'll see you there. Real Mowing Club, discount code for Green Care. If you want anything from greencare.co.uk. And yeah, big shout out to everyone who's liking and subscribing. Remember, a 2,000 subscriber competition. Sooner we get it, so you can do the prize draw. We're at about 1,800 subs now, so once we get to 2,000, we'll do a bit of a prize draw, find a way to do it. UK only, I'm afraid. But if a US person does win it, I don't know, someone's asking about t-shirts, I'll get a t-shirt made up and sent out to you. We shall see. But on that, let's bring this thing down and get the water on, and I'll love you and leave you. I'll be your saying. So we've had a good hour here at the water on the lawn now. Hopefully this will get enough down. An hour of this running. Water bill's not going to be, well, water company's going to be very happy with the bill, but needs must. So good drink on this side, and hopefully we'll all be feeling better for it. Once again, I'll be the same.